Today I am going to show you guys how I average around 6 to 8k mining orichalcum and mainly star metal in New World. Now you want to make sure you have all your luck and proficiency buffs active, which I'll explain later on in the video, but the location is actually going to be up here in Morningdale, and you're going to want to go to this settlement and run over here on this rock and start right here on these orichalcum nodes. Now this path is a pretty long path. You could skip to the end to see what buffs I use. I know it's a really long video, but I promise you if you follow this path you will make a lot of money mining a New World. So if you just take your time to sit through this path on this video and watch me run it in order to run it yourself and memorize it and learn it, I promise you this will make you a lot of money. Around 6 to 8k an hour, even more at times from your aptitude boxes. Anyways, you're going to want to keep running on this rock here over to the star metal. Grab this star metal here. Once you mine this orichalcum, you want to keep following this rock on this road and it will lead you up here. I do recommend using weapons that give you a lot of mobility. That's what I do for this route in order to finish this route within 15 minutes. There's going to be another piece of star metal in the little crest here in between the two rocks. And then after this, we're going to run to the rock over on the left. So we run straight and go a little bit left to this rock and climb onto this massive rocky platform here. And there's going to be 2 pieces of star metal down here. And then we're going to run up back towards the road and actually go up onto this rock up here past the road on the other side. And if you come up here on these rocks, there's actually fire motes up here, and on my server fire motes are selling on average for about $2 a piece, and each time you harvest them it gives you quite a few, so they're definitely worth grabbing. You can see no one farmed this fire mote here, luckily. They just took those 2 fire motes, but you can see I got 21 fire motes from that, and I even got molten lodestone, which sells for a little bit as well. Everything helps. Now you're going to want to cross this bridge. It's a really long bridge. You should be able to outrun a lot of these mobs instead of trying to fight them. Once you're over here, you're going to want to go ahead and go off onto the right of the bridge on this rocky path here, and there's going to be 2 orichalcum nodes down here, a really big one and a small one. You should be able to mine this ore before any monster hits you. You may have to kill one of those monsters or safe spot him. And then we're going to go ahead and keep traveling along the rock side here. And right at the drop off of this edge right here should be 2 more star metal nodes. And then after you farm these 2 star metal nodes, you want to follow this rock path down left. And follow the rock side here with the rocks on your right. And you're going to keep following this path. You're going to come up on 3 star metal nodes here. 1 big one and 2 small ones. And then now that you've harvested those, you're going to want to go east from the star metal. As long as you run east from those star metal nodes though, you should be okay. You can see that the corner of this rock right here is actually where you want to run to. And you'll see I go to the left of the rocks right here on the right and climb up this hill. There may be 1 or 2 rabbits here if it is still the Easter event going on. You should be able to kill them. And as soon as you get up here right at the corner of this rock, there's going to be one star metal node. And then after you harvest that, you want to go to the left of this rock and follow the rock side. And keep following this rock side all the way around. And you're going to come up here on 2 more star metal nodes. And you keep following this rock side. You're going to come up on some iron ore on the left. You can mine this or you can keep going. I personally mine it. It's free ore, why not mine it? And keep following the rock side on the right. Now, you should be able to pass these mobs by holding the rock and they not aggro you. You keep coming and you'll get a piece of star metal here, and then across from the star metal, you'll get another one on the other side. Now, you're going to want to go ahead and follow this rock side on the left side. Will be the rocks, and on your right will be the edge of the cliff. And you're going to come up on 3 more pieces of star metal here. 1 big one and 2 small ones. After you've harvested those star metals, you're going to want to go ahead and climb this rock up here. And go to a little bit to the right of this monument or this massive building on the left. Come through these trees here and hit the cliffs. After you hit the cliffs, go a little bit left, just to the left of this bigger rock on the right, and you'll see we're going to come up on 2 more star metal nodes here. 1 big one and 1 small one. And now you're going to want to go ahead and try to climb this rock here. You eventually get better at it after a few tries. After you climb that rock, you're going to want to run back up here on the top, back towards this way here. And if you look over the cliff edge here, you'll see another 2 star metal nodes here. And after you harvest those, you're going to want to go ahead and make your way down off the cliff onto the ground down here. After you get down here, you're going to want to go ahead and follow the rock side that is on your right. Keep following it until you come up onto this pathway that has 2 big blue flags. You want to run in between those 2 big blue flags. After you pass those flags, you want to turn left and climb the rock here. After you climb the rock, you'll see that there's 3 orichalcum nodes up here. You don't have to grab these are optional, but I do grab them. After you harvest those, you want to make your way down the rock a little bit this way to the left, and you'll see down here on the edge, there's 2 more pieces of star metal. 2 little small nodes. After you harvest these, you want to make your way down to the pathway. Follow the pathway a little bit, and then you'll see a drop off on the cliff here. To the right, you'll see 2 more pieces of star metal. After you harvest those, you want to go ahead and follow the rockway a little bit further, and you'll see in the distance that there is actually a fire mote over here. We're going to go ahead and grab that since fire motes go for a lot. And then after you harvest that, you want to run back just a little bit, and you'll see in the distance over here past the waterfall is 2 more star metal nodes. You're gonna want to cross the river for it. After you harvest those 2 star metal nodes, you want to work your way towards this path and run up it until you come to this T. After you pass the T, you want to go ahead and climb the rocks on the right. And then you will see a river. You're going to want to go ahead and cross that river. And up here you will find your last 2 pieces of star metal nodes. Now that you've harvested those last 2 pieces of star metal nodes, you can run into the settlement and bank your items before starting the route all over again. I average this route in about 15 minutes. I get this route done on average. I should end up being back at the beginning where I started by either 15 or 16 minutes, depending on how fast I ran the route. And that's using really high mobility weapons, but you can see you could drop off your items in the storage here. After you drop them off, you can go ahead and run back to the beginning or starting point of where the beginning nodes are, which are just right over here. Now, while I'm running back to the beginning of this route to show you where it starts at, I want to go ahead and go over what armor that you're going to want to wear for this and the tool that you're going to want to use. I'm going to go ahead and put the tools and armor that you want on the screen now, as well as the food buffs that you're going to want from eating food, and the mining trophy as well that you're going to want. Now for the moat alignment on the pickaxe, you can use the alignment for a moat on whatever moat is going for the most on your server. Now, I know this seems like a really long route, but I promise you, if you run this about 4 times while watching the video, you'll have it down. That's how I got it down. I found another YouTuber that showed this route on a video, so I'm going to go ahead and link his video down in the description. That's how I found out about this route, but by the time you make it back here, all the nodes should be coming back and ready to go again. Also, don't forget to play music for either yield or luck. When you unlock a certain level in music, you'll be able to play songs and select what perk you want that you receive after playing a song. Also, don't forget to also respec into at least 300 strength in order to get all the mining perks from all the different milestones and strength. Anyways, I will see y'all in the next video. Peace out.